Kennedy akompreko a Japan say ono ene obi a MPP for omode omoani e de asine so say nyame ya adoma in the year 2028 no na omo ede no eba MPP empeni for etena say say na omo nim say eyade a ye papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebe lusu eye general elections na say omo they were aware they knew Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to lose the general election 2024. Senebeya, it will pave way for them to bring a year Kennedy akompreko a Japan. Abusia, and India no go consumer Krabason at the Bay Media GT. Abusia, and some about the Togano, a year John Dramani Mahama, Abra winning a year massively over the MPP. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, a idea as MPP for at the Omonioma to 2 years. MPP for accord say some tenancy accord and Nkrumah who say a idea in the year 2028 say omo e Kennedy akompreko in Japan e de eba sene be ya obetumi akompete obi a ye papa John Dramani Mahama ebeji no in the year 2028 say omra no ombe contest for 2028 abano Kennedy akompreko in Japan na omo e de no eba me pese me kasa be wano eha eye be media GT so be so say best subscribe and my notification bell so for more political updates. Yenche ho yetie ensem no mo enchire mu. Emra sisi a yedase.
From 2008 we'll see Bawumia as part of him.
Yes.
So what Bawumia has done is nothing new. If there is anybody to fear in the political space, it is simply Kennedy Ohene Japan. And I'll tell you one thing.
Tell me.
Kennedy may lose, but he will plan 2028.
He will be 67 then.
Forget about age. Biden is president in US. Age is just a number.
But it will probably depend on the outcome of the election.
I'm telling you today, Bawumia will win and lose the general election.
And that's your opinion.
It's going to happen.
Well, that's your
opinion. Put down today's date.
Yeah.
Today
is 4th November.
Yeah, I chance on it. We have 329 days to general election. 399 days. Bawumia will win this internal contest, lose the general election. When he loses, then people begin to think properly. And they begin to find fault. The establishment will collapse. I'm telling you today, anybody who followed MPP politics, anytime MPP goes into opposition, the establishment collapses. Go back to 2007. I was in Legon when Polafoko was slapped. I was there, right there, because then I was an MPP. I saw with my eyes, not somebody telling me. At that time, Alan was a dinosaur in the MPP. Alan was untouchable. You could see all the forces, like today, the forces, Marshall against Kennedy and in for Bawumia. That forces was for Alan Chamantin in 2007.
I was there, I saw it too.
Fantastic. So that was the time Alan was Alan. You could hear the song. Obi Aranti se wu, Alan Chamantin na yepe. That was the time. And Nana was lucky because people said that, oh, let's reward Nanado. Other than that, Alan could have, if they had gone for runoff in 07, Alan would have won. I'm telling you today, if they had gone for runoff in 2007, Alan will have won. Others say, okay, you are older than me. Go and let me follow. And look at what they did to him. So, if the NPP loses 2024, that establishment that collapsed in 2007 against Alan will collapse against Bawumia. And that is when Kennedy may have an opportunity. And I'm telling you today, Kennedy will lose. He will not give up. Because he will come again 2027. And at that time, NPP will be organic.
When according to you,
according to me,
would have lost the election in 2024.
Yes,
according to you.
Yes, he will lose 2024. And when he loses, you will not have the advantage of MCEs, DCEs, no CEOs, no ambassadors. So that establishment will collapse against you. And at that time, the party will begin to search for the organic leader. The leader who has been with them 20, 30 years down the lane. And at that time, the rules will not work for Bawumia. Because let me tell you today, some of the DCs, ministers, CEOs, appointees of Mahama today, he can't find them around him. After he lost power, Mahama can't find some of them. It's natural. Some of them will go into oblivion. They will hide the money they make. They will hide the contact they make. They will not put it into the political space. So after 2024, some of the ministers you see today, the DCs, the ambassadors, they will go into oblivion. So the party will revert to the organic status of the NPP. That is where Kennedy will be relevant. And let me tell you, Kennedy is going to kick out some of the certain MPs who kick against him.
Well, he said that.
It's going to happen.
He said that.
Kennedy is going to sit down, mobilize money, and he's going to look at the constituency he won against the MPs who stood against him and kick them out.
And I'm looking at the results and some of these constituencies that you mentioned. You know the one that first crossed my mind? The one at Kwesi Minti.
Okay.
The MP there was Vosivros. I've forgotten his name. I think he's a deputy minister as well.
Right.
Vosivros against Honorable Ken.
Go to Bantama.
He couldn't get the numbers there.
Go to Bantama. And you could see the number. There is an MP, sector minister, yes, Asenso, who stood against Ken publicly. Ken gets 402, Bawumia gets 422. The implication is that already Bantama, there's a rift. The immediate past MP who died, what is the name? Ochima Bwaje, has a faction.
Yeah.
And that faction is against Asenso.
Yeah.
Kennedy gets in and gets 402, you get 422.
He's coming for you.
He's coming against you. So, the avalanche of the MPs who stood against Ken, he's going to map them and kick them out of parliament.
He has said that publicly.
Now, you go into an election with Ken controlling some of the MPs. So after 2024, Ken will come back stronger. So me, the NDC, we must sit up again 2028. For 2024, I will tell you today, the NPP has elected a loose cannon candidate. And look, Mahama got 98% from the NDC.
Yeah.
He got 98%.
Yes.
If you look at the percentage Bawumia is going to get, it will not be close to 70%.
Well, the figures suggest so.
He won't get 70%. Ken is pulling. Look,
I've got a few more results coming
okay?
in. Yeah.
Ken will pull, and Bawumia can make 70%. If Bawumia is unable to make 70%, the implication is that 30% of your people don't like you. Relative to Mahama, who got 98%, meaning that only 2% don't like Mahama. So unlike NDC, who gave Mahama endorsing victory of 98%, Bawumia, you are getting 70%. The implication is that at your own backyard, people don't like you.
Yeah.
And it's a huge number, 30%.
And the NDC will take advantage of that.
We are going to take advantage.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to you, but I'm getting some results, some new results. This one is coming from Techiman South. Techiman South. 1,390 people voted in Techiman South. Kennedy Japan 231. Dr. Bawumia 1,073. That's a Martin Ej's Mentors constituency there. Dr. Akoto 6. Adainimo 3. Total votes cast 1,317. In Ejumako Enyan Esiam.
Now call for true abamam. Now you throw now far. They will punish you. Because you have to account for your leadership to them. And they will decide if they are satisfied with your leadership or not. But grassroots follow a permanent because they've seen that I'm the only one across the country, Tamale, Wa, Boko, everywhere. They call me and I pick my phone. If you are making kem, Omuna who may trick, so who from no Becky comes as we never try the mouth. So,
okay,
be only persistent. If you are Minibikra, I speak to them nicely. So, Hinti. I'm a grassroots no permasem. Me call adwa ho no, me hwe sin na say, na say we dey wa wini. O se hwe. Enye wan ko mu ma wo. Enye wan ko mu ma because almost started by 3 p.m. Ade na started 7. Ena me no mko kasa. Honorable KT Hamo.
And to bet me aka say utumi influence the success
to her
addresser for
media. I don't know one and will consider him how and then be lose or whatever.
Okay.
Or to her the fool said me coming there no going there no ebua. KT Amon has also admitted say me going there no boa. Now all odds were against KT. And the problem I have is to me is my friend, KT is my friend. So what you say?
But me say to me one be against KT Ham on the basso.
Yeah. Won't you say Kate in respect no? So, Tina the bofu say obey too. And I make a chance say when you look at his performance in parliament and everything, it is not enough to say obe respect you into betu. Baby amene won't to me a differ no.
Okay.
But if you know or ye mani kwachiru openly telling everybody say or discover true. I want to share my bufu na mze crash. Who discan chobi, my friend? Who discover too much?
But I say obi
owa enyesika but enipa no ne hodo. Me ma first can call Kiti ho.
Okay.
I just took one day to go around and campaign with them. And no natural say it's not all about money. Until question now, baby son, my big man answer. It's not about money.
Okay.
A relationship with people. Respect, you are called to people. Your relationship with your people. And you ever say, oh, on the post. Your relationship with people. And you ever say, way, yempeno, yakofa ubiaba. So, although sika, ekasa. But sika no be kasa ma wa, no so wa yen century ni wa ha. Am ye hu say, we a party ba, also respect you, so, inti change way ya, also be ya.